Good evening. You're watching State of Business, RTV's Primetime Business News Bulletin, and I'm Rukshi Panditaratna. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Census covering employees and assets of state entities to be conducted. Fitch predicts sluggish demand for consumer durables. Now the news in detail. The Department of Census and Statistics will conduct a broad census covering the public and semi-public institutes on the 17th of this month. Addressing the media, the Director General of the department, Dr. Amara Satrusinghe, said the objective of this census is to enumerate all employees attached to state institutions and to compile demographic and social-economic information of these employees. The Department of Census and Statistics said details compiled through the census will be used for policy making and to further improve the public service. Details of all permanent and casual workers will be covered. However, contract workers from manpower agencies will not be covered. The department said the census will be conducted in 28,000 public and semi-government institutions.
This census is generally conducted once in 4 years, and this has been conducted for the first time in 1968. And this is the 11th in the series. And this census will be conducted on 17th November from 9:30 am to 11:30 am throughout the country. Information required for making decision on improving this sector will be gathered through this census. Information collected will include their name, age, gender, and where they are working, and also their computer literacy, their educational qualifications, professional qualifications, etc.
Fitch Ratings says the demand for consumer durables in Sri Lanka to be sluggish in 2017 due to a tightening in monetary and fiscal policies. The conference is hosted by the Insurance Association of Sri Lanka with the help of Munich Foundation and Micro Insurance Network. This conference provides a platform for micro-insurance experts around the world to discuss and focus on key areas of development in the sector. Microinsurance in Sri Lanka started as a service to support the microfinance sector, focusing on providing loan protection, insurance and life savings. The data shows that microinsurance policies have reached 6.9% of the total population in 2015. The 12th International Microinsurance Conference was inaugurated in Colombo today. The three-day conference aims to discuss and identify ways of accelerating growth and economic viability in microinsurance sector. The rating agency said the rising interest rates and increase in indirect taxes and currency depreciation, which affects the prices of products sold by retailers, could make consumer durables less affordable. However, Fitch believes the long-term fundamentals driving demand for the sector to remain intact amidst a rise in per capita income and a growing middle class. Value-added tax was raised from 11% to 15% recently, which would not only increase the prices of consumer durables, but also affect purchasing power, as certain products and services which had previously been tax-exempt will be taxed at higher rates. Fitch expects the Sri Lankan rupee to depreciate by a further 3% by end 2017 as government takes steps to strengthen its external finances.
The other key development that has happened is that the microfinance organizations have come into a regulatory framework, so we believe that is also an opportunity for microinsurance to get plugged in. At a macro level, the regulator has made some substantial changes, introducing risk-based capital at the start of this year, requiring life and general insurance companies to segregate their businesses 2 years ago. So all of these things we believe is positive from a microinsurance perspective, because whether it's life insurance or general insurance, the regulatory framework, both from a microfinance perspective as well as from a microinsurance perspective, is reasonably well laid and overlaid by a government's commitment to alleviate poverty. So we believe we are certainly on the right track.
See you after this break. Welcome back. Chief Technical Officer at Selingco General Insurance, Jagat Alvis, says insurance industry is prepared to help the government in implementing the budget proposal to insure school children.
Actually, we don't know more details about it. Just saying that 200,000 insurance cover for the school children that's proposed by the government. And I'm sure the insurance industry is ready to take up the challenge to work with the government. We don't know whether it's a health insurance they are referring or personal accident or whatever it is. The insurance industry, private sector as well as the state sector is ready to take up the challenge.
Former Minister and UPFA parliamentarian Bandula Gunawardena says this year's budget has increased the tax burden on the public by unprecedented levels.
2014 බදු ආදායම තිබුණේ 1050 බිලියන. ඒ 1821ට වැඩි වුණා 173කින්. එක් පුද්ගලයෙකුට බෙදුවොත් බදු බර එන්නේ 50000යි. ඒක පුද්ගල බදු බර. එය 86714ට වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. මේ අවුරුදු දෙකක්වත් ගත වෙන්න පෙර ඒක පුද්ගල බදු බර 36714කින් වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා. දැන් බදු ආදායම වැඩි වෙනකොට ණය වෙන එක අඩු වෙන්න එපා. එහෙමනේ වෙන්න ඕනේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන්. නමුත් මේකේ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ණය ගැනීම ලංකා ඉතිහාසයේ නොවිරු පරිදි වැඩි වෙලා තියෙනවා.
Let's take a look at the stocks after this break. Welcome back. The trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended the day on a negative note today. The all-share price index shed 9.43 points to close the day at 6,406 and S&P SL20 index shed 6.18 points to close trading at 3,584. Market turnover was 470 million rupees and 6.2 million shares were traded. Let's take a look at the day's forex rates. Thank you for watching State of Business. See you tomorrow at the same time. Till then, take care. Good night.